Okay then. Skip Bayless is in heat of trouble, and I don't know how to feel about it. So we'll check out their opinion and see. Obviously, he's in the wrong, of course, but we'll see.
Darvin Hamlin, he
I've
made the
seen the tweet.
tackle. After the tackle, stood up and then immediately collapsed right back down. Then they started doing CPR on him for 9 minutes. Ambulance came out, they put him in the back and they took him away. Come to find out, he's on life
I have my
support
own
right now.
family
As
still.
we're recording this video, I don't know what the updates are, but he
Yeah, I heard that he's okay, but he's still in critical condition. Yeah, remains in
He's
critical.
on life support right now. So a lot of people, obviously, of course, on Twitter, they were saying like, yo, prayers, keeping in your thoughts, trying to give people updates. For a long time, the NFL had not yet called if
It's
the game
doing
was going to
good.
be over
Gov
or
is a lot
not.
of
And
fun though.
so,
It
Skip
is.
Bayless had a take on this, man.
It's one of the situations, Skip, where you don't need a hot take, man.
No
That's
doubt the
true.
NFL is considering postponing the rest of this game. But how? This late in the season? A game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season outcome, which suddenly seems so irrelevant. So after that, he then apologized. He kind of retract what he said. Nothing more important than a young man's health. That's the point of my last tweet. But a lot of people are saying like, but you
Yeah.
literally said, but how in the middle of the tweet.
The regular season was more important to you.
That's literally, you were literally
I
introducing
don't
the
know.
concept of should they continue a regular season game in the middle of a man. At that time, the time when she made this tweet, no one knew any like legitimate update.
Oh, yeah. I'm seeing this tweet after everything that's happened. So he's like, he got conscious. He's in critical condition. He's getting better now. But when he made that tweet, it was still, people don't know if he passed away or not,
Of this
which is
man's
good.
life. None at all. But so for you to sit there and say, but how? But how can we end this game? This late into the season? This magnitude of the regular season?
You know,
Like,
this,
what are
this
we
game
saying
of
right
football.
now? This game of football. How can we do that, man? Like, bro, it was irrelevant. This is not a but how moment. You're missing it by such a wide margin. So actually today on Undisputed, Shannon decided not to show up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he decided, he was like,
I didn't know that.
You're bugging. You're bugging.
Honestly, they've been going back and forth too.
Yeah,
recently.
I know.
They've been getting a little chippy too.
Yeah.
Well, look, I think the reason why Skip did that is because journalists are actually very.
He's not a journalist anymore.
In general. Journalists are very used to prioritizing game over health.
Yes.
Now, in this instance, this is a very severe injury to the point where he almost lost his life.
Yes.
But even when a nigga's ankles is broken, journalists usually are thinking like,
That's
damn,
true.
what's gonna happen to the Toronto Raptors this season? But it's like,
Yeah.
in all reality, like his knees probably never gonna be the same before.
Yes.
You know, his shoulders probably never.
That's
gonna be.
true.
He's gonna have lifelong shoulder issues now due to that injury.
Yes.
But so often
It gets ignored.
Is a person's health never considered?
It's because if it was just like any other injury, I feel like what he said wouldn't be as bad. But it's because bro almost died, so it's much
You
worse.
just think though when it gets this extreme, like,
Or
okay,
I'm not. He hasn't passed yet, so I say almost.
I think, okay, so the people out there who are trying to shoot Skip Bayless bail, because there are some people out there who are trying to do that as well. The reason why so many people being critical of Skip Bayless and why he has to be stopped is because this is like you just sat there and said, Skip Bayless is one of the people, I guess, journalists or analysts or a media personality who lives on the extreme part of the spectrum. He does this routinely. He was literally just mocking his co-host Shannon Sharp, like literally just like a week or two ago, over something that was trivial.
When you had to stop at 35.
That's what you do.
The point.
About Tom Brady, yeah.
Every
It was
time
dumb.
every time I call something,
I literally couldn't watch it. Like usually I think I watched it, but I'm like, damn.
the question, I'm jealous.
No.
Skip, I did what
I
I
never
did.
said you were jealous of Baker Mayfield.
Skip, I did what I did. You make it seem like I was a bum. I'm in the effing Hall of Fame.
Okay,
I got
so
3
what?
Super Bowls.
So what?
So what?
He's way better than you were.
I'm better than
Way
you.
better.
Skip, what does that got to see what
Bro.
you do? You take personal shots. You would take a personal shot at me.
I didn't take a personal shot at you.
Wait
And
a
then bro
minute.
try
What are you
to
talking about?
for the following like 2 weeks, bro has been chilling. He's like, I can't. I went a little too far. I'm gonna chill a
You take a
little.
personal.
Put your glasses back on.
He tried to de-escalate the situation
You're
right
willing
there.
to take a personal shot at me to say this man is better than me because I say he's playing bad this year?
Well, because you just
Go ahead.
you disrespect
And then
him.
after
It's
that,
just
he
so-
now agrees.
it's
So
just
you would
been- you
He's
know
like,
what? It's beneath your
You would
dignity.
disrespect me to support him.
No, well, I'll support him over anybody because he's the greatest player ever
Have
played
at
your
it.
game, and it's by
Have at
far.
And it's not as if like Shannon Sharp is some random NFL player.
That's
He's
true.
literally one of the greatest players at his
One of the greatest
position
tight
of
ends.
all time. So
Yeah.
for you to like just mock this man is crazy. He went a whole year calling Kawhi Leonard a number. He's like, number 2. I'm not number 2, number 2. He's made it known several times that he doesn't mind disrespecting NBA players or any athletes just for the sake of views and relevancy. And again, don't get me wrong. There's certainly some of that maybe, if you believe that some of that is okay in the sport, fine. I'm not going to act as if like I don't go on Twitter and don't mock athletes every now and then as well, or I'm just like completely disrespecting who they are. Skip Bayless, however, has made literally a career off of doing that, and I just don't understand where the line is with him, but he just finds a way to push it even further, more
That's
and
true.
more and more every event that passes us by. And I think he just gets caught up, and now he's just like I just need to touch all bases and really just get as many interactions as I possibly can. And I think he just gets lost in the sauce, and this is what it continues to dissolve into every single time, bro.
Also, this follow-up tweet is cap. You might have been concerned about his health, but he didn't show it in that tweet, and you definitely didn't prioritize it over the fucking sport of football. So this is just cap. This is like not even a good cap neither, because everybody knows you're lying, so it just makes it doubly worse. Here's the thing though, I actually think that it's not just Skip. Like, niggas is being highly critical of Skip because he's a media personality, but people on the internet in general feel very comfortable making fun of people for very traumatic things. Like,
That's
I
true.
made some jokes too, but there was niggas that dragged it when Derrick Rose kept getting injured.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
bet for Derrick Rose it was a horrible feeling for
Yeah.
niggas' need to just keep going out like that.
I always said this, but I was like, bro, if there's one player in the NBA you can't hate, it's Derrick Rose. Like, bro has gone through it. I don't see how you could hate him unless
Every time he was building some momentum, but
Exactly.
those are jokes that people make, and I bet he doesn't feel great about it.
No.
I bet his family and his friends don't feel great about it, but niggas didn't give a fuck about him, his health, his life at all. They just made the jokes for their own entertainment. So
Yeah.
I think in the same way,
Same
the
thing
only
with
thing
Anthony
that's
Davis.
different about this situation
It's much
is
worse
that
situation.
Skip Bayless is not doing it for his own entertainment the way people usually do.
Yeah.
He's doing it, I guess, out of boredom, maybe to get interactions.
I think it's just getting out of
probably
interaction.
just for attention.
Because I think, and it's somebody who's like deep in the sports world, and I guess I get criticized for this as well. There is times where you can just get lost, where you just
You
feel
gotta
like,
chill
I
out
gotta say
sometimes,
something, I gotta
and I
have a take,
do.
gotta say something,
I
gotta have
do
a
too.
take, and everything
Come
just
to
has to
beach,
come with
come
some
to the beach
crazy
with
hot
party.
take for you
Bro.
for you to get some type of interactions. And just being completely transparent, I'm not gonna act like that's never happened to me. So I look at everything that's going on, bro, and again, I can see how Skip is getting lost. And maybe one thing, if this was like the first time that Skip Bayless has said something that is demeaning to an athlete or maybe crossing the line, but the reality is he does this frequently.
He does do it a lot.
So it's really hard to give him the benefit of doubt when he just does this routinely. And no, I'm not talking about like, oh, he did it this time in Shannon Sharp like a couple weeks ago and maybe early this year. Bro,
I only
we
seen it twice
did
so far,
all the way
though.
back when he was on ESPN and how
I never watched him on ESPN.
routinely.
There's certain lines though that regardless of what you want to do for your own entertainment, everybody knows not to cross, and Skip just crossed one, and that's why niggas are tight at him. At the end of the day, if Anthony Davis blew out his knee and had to get his leg amputated, people would take it more seriously. But like when they know
But
that,
Skip would be like, well, what does that mean for the Lakers?
yeah, but what does that mean for the Lakers?
Man, and
But everybody would do that like a week later. They probably might not do it like then, but they'll do it like a week later.
what about LeBron? Is he going to stay on the Lakers now that Davis is no longer there? Like that, like
Mm-hmm.
all those things don't need to happen immediately. There's no way, because that's the crazy part, is that we were literally watching this man on the field.
Oh, that's why it's bad. Like for Skip, I'm not gonna say what he said wasn't bad, but for him to do it in the moment, like when everything is still unclear, is bad.
And nobody knew what was going on, and they were holding it, suspending the game, waiting for it, and then this is the take that you get, bro. When I saw that, the first thing I thought about was like, bro, that's crazy, bro. That looks crazy.
I seen
Second
it
thing I thought
late.
about is, I hope he's all right. Third thing, what about his family? Imagine his mom, his
They're watching him.
kids,
They're
a
at the
loved
stadium.
one. I don't know what his
And then
family
they
got
just see
going
him
on.
collapse.
Imagine though you see a loved one and just collapse on television while you're sitting there rooting for him, happy for him that he got a tackle, and just like that, bro. And there's nothing you can do. You are XYZ miles away from him. You can't physically touch him. Or even if you're in the stadium and you look down and you just see your son,
They're
just
not gonna let
collapse,
you down
bro.
there.
I immediately thought that, like after everything. Then after that, I was like, bro, I hope he's okay. Then I was like, bro, his teammates just saw this man collapse like this. Bro, I hope they're mental okay. This like, bro, the last thing I thought was like, bro, I wonder if Roger Goodell's really gonna push this through though, man. I wonder if he's gonna make them finish his game, bro. I really want to make like, come on, bro.
Yeah, and also like it's a sport. Like, yeah, it's
sport,
important,
bro.
It's important because like it's fun and sport brings so many people together. That's what it should be used for. Yeah, there's so many dope ass instances of sport bringing the world together, bro. Literally helping stop wars in some instances. So let's not forget that it's a game, right? And so like you're supposed to play the game to your best of your ability. It's your job. You get paid a lot to do it. But like there's a few things that come before sport, man. And niggas' health, especially on the field when he could be dying, is definitely one of them, man. Just like have a little bit of compassion in your heart, Skip. I know you're used to fucking mocking players, and that's entertainment for a lot of people. Sometimes I think the shit is funny when the niggas wilding out just talking shit about this player, the third. But there's certain lines you avoid, mainly due to the fact that you just look like you have no understanding of human nature. You just look like you do anything for interactions and views. And Skip, you've been way too much in your career. You've been way too successful to feel like you need to just fucking shit off another fucking garbage hot take like that one.
And still hasn't deleted it. Just kept it up
what
there.
is that like? Should
I feel like he's not going to delete it because it's already too late. What would be the point of deleting it now? Like, you guys already seen it. You already know what's going on. That's what I feel about deleting what you've already said. Like, you've already said what you already said. It's already out there. You deleting it doesn't change anything, really. So...
impressed that he kept it up, or
I don't know. Like he's just hell bent on
why
like
is he not
I know what I meant. I did not mean it in a malicious manner, so I'm gonna keep it up here just to keep it up here.
That could be one of the most. If there was a dislike button, that'd be one of the most disliked tweets on Twitter. I swear it would. I swear it would.
Yo, and shout out to Shannon Sharp because I do believe that not showing up, because some people are being critical of Shannon, like, oh my god, he babied out, he chickened out.
Nah.
I actually do think that having Shannon not show up, watching the views plummet, because I think that's what.
Oh, they did it anyway?
I don't know if they did it. He showed up to the set though.
I apologize for what we're going to set out to do here today if it offends anyone, because we're going to try to do the show pretty much as we usually do the show. But I'll admit up front, I'm still shook up by what happened last night to Damar Hamlin. In fact, I'm still wrecked. In fact, I'm not sure I'm capable of doing this show today.
Nigga, you showed up and Shannon didn't show up, nigga. Oh my god, please stop.
But
I usually, like, I didn't know what happened, why Shannon didn't show up. Like, I seen the tweet and then I slept, and then I woke up at like 7, 10, whatever time I woke up. It was probably between 8 and 10 because my brother woke me up. And then I went and watched this because I always watch this in the morning or whatnot because I find the shit they talk about sometimes interesting. And then Shannon wasn't there, and I was like, And then I just seen like one thing, and then I just got off.
after barely
I didn't watch
sleeping
the
on
rest.
it, I decided to give it a try. Maybe I'll fail. Maybe we will fail, but we're going to try. We wrestled through much of the night whether to even do a show today because it felt like in our minds we almost can't win with this, because the last thing we want to try to do is come off as insensitive to what this young man is going through in a life or death situation. The last thing we want to do is offend anyone by trying to do what we always do, which is talk about sports. As this show goes on, we're going to try to talk about a little bit of sports, but we're going to continue to talk about what happened to this young man last night and try to sort back through it with help from you and the audience. And we ask you now, if you'd like to tweet us your emotions of the night and of this morning about what happened.
Hey, get on Twitter, Skip. You don't need to be on Twitter, nigga. No cap. You do not need to allow people to tweet to you. How do you feel about like the fact that they still have to like, because he still has to, he has to still. It's his job.
Have nothing on air for an hour.
Yeah. He has to
might fire his ass.
Yeah.
So this is the only thing that's gonna keep him alive. I think he did the right thing by just like apologizing, correcting what he should have been said. I mean, the best you can do is try and take accountability. You're gonna have to go on.
That's why I feel like he's not deleting it, because it's already up there. Him deleting it doesn't change what he said, and people are still gonna remember it. So
Fox probably is loving it because there's probably a lot more people tuning into this episode just to see what happens or what it's gonna be like without Shannon or this, that, the third, and then when he
I feel
comes
like
back,
Shannon
it's gonna
gonna
be
come
even
back
more.
there.
So you might think they might want to fire his ass, but I'm not gonna lie, a rating spike like this, sure he lost credibility. Who knows about what long-term retention looks like? But right now, and you know what the fucking crazy part is? If a YouTuber made a mistake like this, you would be shamed
They
for having
hold them
ads and
way
stuff,
more.
right? But Fox is gonna run hella ads, make millions of dollars on
Yeah,
this
I know.
segment. They're gonna run with the fact that, and I'm not even criticizing Fox. This is just how all television works. For some reason, people feel way more comfortable criticizing certain individuals online, individual like YouTubers, content creators, whatever.
I feel like for that, it's because you could put like you could see the person who owns the YouTube channel, right? Like I don't know who owns Fox, and Fox feels like an entity instead of one person. I
More
don't know.
than these actual people really monetizing. You pull 100,000 views and you're a YouTuber, you make great money. If you pull 100,000 views live and you're
like a network, like
a
this.
network, you're making hundreds of millions.
Yeah.
It's such a huge drastic difference how well these guys monetize, and it's because no matter what they're talking about, they're running those ads.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's just the shit that be going on in my mind. But I think Skip did a good job here apologizing
Yeah.
for his fucking.
Semi apologizing is fine. It's just that I don't know if I could have went on TV, and I definitely wouldn't say, "Hey man, let me hear your tweets out there, man."
No, hit send your tweets. I
The
don't
tweets,
watch
I
that much
guess.
football no more, but any injury of this kind is, you know, when football first started, it was hella niggas dying. Like before they had pads and shit. Yeah, so it's always possible. It's just rare that we see it nowadays because we've gotten so much better with padding technology and stuff like that. So hopefully you recover, man. This is an unfortunate situation. I'm glad he's still alive and praying for a healthy recovery.
That same man. But yo, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, and we'll see you all later. Peace.
This is a serious situation, guys. Guys in the comments, no low jokes today. No low jokes. Get facing so much backlash that he probably maybe became a Brown fan today. This tweet was misunderstood, but has been pacing over. Yeah, his tweet, I read it. I don't know. It's bad because it's in like take out the moment where he tweeted it. Like if he didn't tweet it at that moment and waited a little longer, like I'm not gonna say it wasn't gonna be insensitive because it still would be. But if he waited until like we made sure that bro was at least like still alive and still okay, then I would be like, okay, then I dumb tweet, but okay. But at the moment, you don't even know if bro's still alive and you tweet it, which is really dumb. She read this tweet and the two previous ones, you'd see that you misunderstood his tweet type. Keep in mind, this is exact same situation. Skip killed Kyrie over. Missed. Ooh. Wait, he had two tweets before this. This is not the same. Hello, dude tweeted about something that, yeah, it ain't the same because Kyrie posted something that's on Amazon that they could sell. But yeah. Well, he understand what he meant. The problem with posting random words is that it can be misinterpreted. You can't see the person's gestures or hear the tone. Yeah, that's true. That's also true. If you look at a tweet, he's talking about the importance of the game in the last part, which suddenly seems so irrelevant. He's trying to say that what's happened to Damar Hamlin is more important than the game, no matter the stakes. This is what I got from the first time I read it. Sometimes people need to look at things not just on a surface level. That's why I don't use. Yeah, like I seen the tweet and I was like, I don't think he said the game is more important than the play. Like that's not what he said, but also what he said at the moment he said it is really bad. Exactly when I first read it, this was my take. Then after the backlash, I went back to reread it, and I could see where people. Yeah, like I could see both sides. Right, it's bad at the moment he said it. The moment he whatever, right? It's bad, but also he also I could see it. Like you know what, whatever. Like subscribe. Let me know your side or how you feel about the situation. And bye.